part 1.
Okay.
So the first question is, are there many animals or birds where you live?
Animals or what's the other word, please?
Birds.
Sports?
Birds.
Birds. Okay. Oh, here, because I live in the downtown area of Ottawa, I rarely see birds. But there are some animals too that's come and go because they are seasonal, like bunnies. They come in a particular season. But I see also some squirrels.
Good. So the next question is, how often do you watch programs or read articles about wild animals?
Oh, I think it's once in a blue moon. I don't know. I love animals, but I rarely watch programs on TV or on YouTube. Just rarely. I don't know why, but I think it's just that the chance is not there all the time. But because I have my own pet, and I think I'm so content with having one, so I don't really need to, I don't feel the need to watch those programs.
Okay, good. So, have you ever been to a zoo or a wildlife park?
I have been, yes. I think my last, but like I said, I'm not a big fan of wild animals. I think the last one uh, that I went, that was maybe, that was a long time ago. Maybe it will have been 10 years since that time. When I went, it will have been 10 years in July because I remember that was in the summer.
Good. So, let's wind up part 1 and can we go to the Chuka?
Yes, please.
Yes, here is the question. Describe a website you use that helps you a lot in your work or studies. Describe a website you use that helps you a lot in your work or studies. You should say what the website is, how often you use the website, what information the website gives you.
Okay, so do you have a timer? You can time me for 2 minutes.
Let me take the timer in Google.
Okay, I can time myself, so, but I have, let me just grab my timer, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna start speaking now. I'll time myself for 2 minutes. Okay, I'll start. Over the years, I have signed up for several websites for many different reasons, but if I have to describe one today, it will be the website called IELTS Advantage. And IELTS Advantage deals with obviously IELTS, and you will learn. I learned from this website the 4 skills in English, like listening, reading, writing, and speaking skills. And this is owned by Chris Pill. He is an Irishman, and I use this website, I think, almost every day. I signed in there for some information and schedule because we have some kind of live lessons. So that's what I do. In fact, yesterday I was with Jason, and he was giving lessons about writing. And I learned a lot, actually. And overall, this website is very helpful for me because I I really I have improved my speaking ability using uh, idioms. But of course, this is a kind of unique website because Crispell would always remind you that do not overuse these expressions. Just speak naturally. And so, yeah, it helps me, and also with my listening. I used to be very poor in listening. I would only score maybe like below 30, and now I can get more than 30. Okay, my time is up. So,
Yep.
okay. So,
Yep.
follow-up
Yep.
questions?
So moving on, part 3.
Okay.
The first question is, why do some people find the internet addictive?
Some people find it addictive because of their personality. They just want to be all by themselves, and they don't want to really mingle with people that much. So internet helps them to connect with the world, and it's addictive in a way that you can have friends, you can chat with other people that you don't really have to come face to face with them. And I do that sometimes, although I'm a very social being. Like, human beings normally are gregarious. We have this famous saying, no man is an island. That means we want to live with people, we want to talk with them. So yeah, that's those are the reasons why people also get addicted to internet.
Okay. So the next question is, what would the world be like without internet?
Well, it would be very laid back. Let's say 3 decades ago, we didn't have this communication that's highly innovative. Like, we can communicate with our loved ones who live far from us, let's say on the other side of the world, but we can communicate with them for free. Well, Wi-Fi, but we can communicate with them even face to face with video chat. So I think that's the big accomplishment of the internet these days.
Well, so the next question is, what are the ways that social media can be used for positive purpose?
Can you repeat, please?
What are the ways that social media can be used for positive purpose?
For what purpose? What's the word before purpose?
Positive purpose.
Okay. Well, there are many things that you can use social media for positive purpose. I can think of something that it makes people reunite, like friends who lost contact for a long time, they get reunited because of social media. I can also mention an example that happened to me not too long ago. Maybe that was shortly before the outbreak of the pandemic, when I got reunited with an old friend from my high school. We lost contact for many, many years, but because of Facebook, I saw the name of her older sister, so I got in touch with her, and then I asked her, how is Christy? Christy was my friend in high school that I lost contact for a long, long time. So now we are reunited, and I know it doesn't only. I know that many people are experiencing the same as what I've experienced with social media.
Here is your final question.
Okay.
Why do some people post highly negative comments about other people on social media?
I noticed that these people, they are just very negative even in their real life. You know, when they deal with their friends or their family, they're just it's just their personality. They are very pessimistic instead of being optimistic. So that they take that personality when they interact with people on social media. It's the same like when they comment about a person face to face, they comment in a negative way, and the same thing when they see a post or a picture on social media or issue or whatever, like what's happening in their community, and it's posted on social media, they just comment negatively, and it's because mainly because of their personality. That's it, right?
That's all. That's
Okay,
yes.
thank you, Renjith. And we have Sajjad. Sahad or Sajjad? How do I pronounce your name?
It's Sajjad.
Sajjad. Okay. Sajjad, so do you know how it works here? Like your examiner, and then you'll be the candidate and switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that. Okay.
So maybe.
Should I? Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, so maybe you and Renjith can be examiner, and okay, Renjith would be the candidate because he already gave me questions. He was my examiner. So now Renjith can get the opportunity to answer those questions. Would that be okay, Renjith?
Yeah, that will be okay. But one question: should I bring my Cambridge speaking test books or something else?
Yeah, Cambridge is really good because
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that will be okay.
Okay. I'll write down some so that I can give some comments too.
Okay. Okay, hello Renjith. Hello Sajjad. First of all, I will be starting with the part 1 of your speaking exam. So I hope you are ready. Yes. Okay. Where do you usually watch TV program or TV shows? So could you please repeat that question? Yeah, sure. Where do you usually watch TV program or TV shows? Well, I usually watch programs in television. Nowadays, we have our own smartphones to watch programs very comfortably within our hand. So, although it is more convenient, I think I watch television during the weekends. Okay. What is your favorite TV program? Well, my favorite TV program is it's a contest related to the singing, which many participants are there, and the majority of the participants are children. So that is a program I usually watch every weekends during my lesson. Okay. Are there any program or shows you don't like watching? Well, I don't like to watch some serials or something related to that having more episodes, which is usually dragging the situation to a long ride. So those kinds of programs I would like to watch in TV, television. But of course, yeah. Can you please tell me why don't you like watching these programs? Because the serials and all which has lot of emotions are there, which is not sometimes not unwanted or which is not required for that situations. and which do not feel that it is genuine. So that's why I don't like these programs.
Okay. Do you think you will watch more TV in future?
Well, I don't think so because most of the television programs are now available in our smartphones, so we can watch it whenever we have comfortable time or uh, comfortable time and opportunity. So in the near future, I think TVs should be obsolete with this their smartphones and all, which is more comfortable and convenient.
Okay, that was the end of part 1. Should I carry on, or is that it?
Yeah, you can continue with part 2, cue card.
Okay.
And then
Cue
after
card,
that, we'll accommodate you and then Mert. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Should I just say the cue card questions, or somehow should I send the picture or something like that?
If you can, I don't know. You're in the same group, Sajjad and Renjith. Yeah, you can send to our messenger.
Okay, I can do that. Just give me a moment. Renjith, I have sent that photo in the messenger. Could you please check?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So that's your cue card, part 2.
Okay.
If you have 1 minute time, you can take some notes if you want.
Okay.
So tell me when you are ready. Are you ready?
Hello.
It's Renjith.
Yeah.
It's Renjith's turn. Umar, we'll give you a chance after, or you can be paired with Mert. But right now it's Renjith and Sajjad.
Okay, so let me begin.
Okay, you can start.
Yeah. So entrepreneurship is one of the main thing which is emerging nowadays, and most of the people are usually selecting it as a successful one in their career. Here, I would like to talk about one of my friends, Mr. Arun. He started a brick and mortar shop which is dealing with bicycles. During this pandemic period, the demand of bicycles has been soared, and so although he started this business before, he was a cyclist and he know all about these cycles and all. He usually describes me a lot of about cycles, and he and due to his advice, I usually get into the cycling and all. So his interest is there to start a cycle shop, and he started well in our hometown also. Because of his passion, he has started this business, and he knows all about the cycles and its parts, and its price and all the details. So it is very easy for him to start such a kind of business, and the only thing is the financial thing which we have become with, by getting in touch with a bank and other friends as well. So I also would like to get into the same kind of business if he establishes very well. That's it.
Okay. Okay, that was 2 minutes, and that was the end of your section 2. Moving on to section 3, I will ask some questions related to your second topic. What kind of jobs do young people not want to do in your country?
Well, I think the young people not interested to do some marketing kind of jobs. They don't like door-to-door selling and all. They can work in a brick and mortar building, then it would be better. For that we work in a company like that. There are some good amenities which provided, like air conditioners and other amenities which is more interested for the youngsters nowadays.
Okay. Who is best at advising young people about choosing a job, teachers or parents?
Well, I think both are advising to the students or the youngsters to choose their career. Ultimately, their interest is having an importance. However, they can seek the advice from their parents as well as their teachers, and I think both are supportive in the same thing role. And so it is. We cannot say that you should seek the advice only from your parents, not from teachers. It is not kind of. It is not like that. As a youngster, we should seek the information from wherever as soon as possible, or we seek that, and we need to choose our own career.
Okay. Is money always the most important thing when choosing a job?
Could you please repeat that question?
Sure. Is money always the most important thing when choosing a job?
Well, I think money is an important thing in our job. However, there are some other factors also determining that whether we stick into that job. First of all, the interest of that particular job is more important than money, as well as they should have that kind of facilities, and they should have some opportunity to grow in their profession. So these are the things which we can say that can play into one's career rather than looking for money in a job.
Okay, that was it. I think that will be the end of the section 3. There were a few more questions that were not related to this thing, so I'm going to stop here. So that's the end. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so so next would be, thank you guys, that was really a good job. So now is Sajjad, but please make it we have to be quick because we still have Umar and Mert. So for Sajjad, part 1 questions would be 4 questions, and then 1 cue card, just make it quick, and then part 3 is 3 questions, if that's okay, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I did.
Thank you. But I want to comment a little bit. Oh, that was a very, you really spoke well, Renjith. I was impressed with your grammar and with your, and you are not those, you're not the same as those typical IELTS students who would insert some kind of bosom friends or I don't know, just weird idioms. But you haven't, you did not do that, which is really good. You just spoke naturally and using those, and you were good also with your grammar, your verb tenses and everything. So that was really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now for Sajjad. Okay, I'm gonna give, all right, I'm gonna ask maybe Umar. Umar is gone. Okay, I'll just do the questioning, Sajjad. Okay? Or
Sure.
Renjith, do you
Yeah.
wanna give questions to Sajjad or you wanna take a break for now?
Rita, I think I can take a break.
You can take a break. Okay. The reason why I assign people to also become the examiner, because that's another chance to practice your English, right? So it's not only answering those questions, but you can also get familiarized with the questions that you might get when you have your test. Okay, let me just pull up some questions, Sajjad, okay?
Yeah, sure.
I turned off my phone, that's why I have to turn the power on again. All right, let me see. Okay, here we go. Your questions for part 1 would be about arts. All right. So are you ready about arts? Okay.
Yes.
Are you good at art?
I am not very good at art and drawing, but sometimes I try to do some artwork. Like when I was in school, I used to go art class. I used to go art class, and from that time I learned something about drawing. But after finishing my school, I did not go along with this art stuff.
Okay, second question. Did you learn art at school when you were a child?
Yeah, when I was a child, there was the art was kind of mandatory for every student. So yeah, actually I was not very good at art, but I had to learn some art stuff from the school.
Okay, even if you are not good at art, what kind of art do you like?
Actually, there is a lot of variation in different kind of arts. Some of the great paintings, there are some of the great paintings which are well renowned. And for me, I like the abstract art. The abstract art is abstract art other than any other kind of arts.
Okay, so have you ever been to an art gallery? Your last question for part 1.
Yeah, actually, a few years earlier, I went to an art gallery. One of my friend, he is very enthusiastic about this art structure, so he took me an art gallery. It was an exhibition of a famous artist of our country, and there was a lot of struggle. Though I could not understand most of their work, but I learned a lot of things about the art and how these things work.
All right, let's move to part 2. Cue card. Describe a meeting you remember going either at work, university, or school. Okay? A meeting. So
Okay.
you should say when and where the meeting was held, who was
Okay.
at the meeting, what the people at the meeting talked about, and explain why you remember going to this meeting.
Okay.
So you got them all? Can I give
Yeah,
you
yeah, I got them.
1 minute now
Yeah.
to prepare, or you
Okay.
want to speak right away?
Just give me a moment.
Okay, sure. Okay, let me greet my YouTube friends. Hello. So I have only, how many minutes left? Maybe, oh wow, 6 minutes. Oh. 6 minutes left.
Okay, Rita, I guess I'm ready.
Okay, so now your 2 minutes starts. Go.
In the last summer, I went to a event. It was related to my job. It was actually it was a seminar. It was a seminar held by the World Dentist Organization, and it happened in the capital of our country. So I was fortunate to get a pass to go there. The event was full of different kind of small courses and hands-on and other webinar. The chief guest of that event was our health minister. So it was a very great moment for us to meet him in person. He actually gave a speech about the health system, since it was the early stage of pandemic. He gave us some instruction. So I actually remembered a lot of things, but actually there was a hands-on course how to manage the patients associated with COVID, or they were contact in COVID patient. So that was there are some special classes, so we could take. I was able to take part in. I did a hands-on course on about the management of the elderly patient who were in contact, and how to take care of them, how to instruct them about the restrictions, and what to do, what not to do in this pandemic situation. So it was a great event for me to remember.
Okay, so you have 12 minutes left. Oh, 12 seconds. Okay, that's okay. So now let's move to your part 3 questions. I'll give you 3 questions. It's still about meetings. Some people say that no one likes to go to meetings. Do you agree?
Actually, meetings are sometimes get boring, so there and sometimes it is lengthy. It becomes lengthy. It sometimes takes hours. So that is the reason why young people or people who are in a hurry don't always like to go to meeting. But there are some meetings which are related to our career or our jobs. Those are the meetings which are important for our career, even sometimes for our company. So those are the meetings that we should go to, and
Okay.
we should attend even if it is boring.
Okay, second question. Do you think having meetings is the best way to companies to communicate information?
Actually, it used to be one of the most conventional way to share the information with the colleagues in the company. But nowadays, the things are quite easier, because we can send our data and other stuff through email, and we can create a virtual meeting where we can share our thoughts and other things that are going to help to the company.
Thank you very much. Your last question. How are face-to-face meetings different from video conferencing meetings?
Face-to-face meeting are quite nerve-breaking rather than virtual meetings, because when you are facing someone physically, you have to remain calm. because you just don't say what you want. You can show your body language and the other. You can show your body language and other stuffs and to convince that person that is sitting in front of you. So yeah, I think it is quite tough to meet someone physically rather than virtually.
Okay, thank you very much. That's the end of your speaking test. You did well. Okay, Rajat.
Thank you.
So we have 1 minute left. So I think for Mert and Umar, I'll give you my link again when we get cut off so that I can accommodate you guys. Okay, so whoever wants to talk, you can talk. We still have 1 minute left. And then we'll wrap it up, except for Mert and Umar. Yep. Okay. Or otherwise, I can just end this session.
Yeah, thanks to Rita. Though it was my first introduction, so I was quite nervous. So yeah, that was it.
You did well. You did well. You spoke very fast. I think that's just you. But if you like, you can also try to slow down your pace. Not very slow. It's hard to strike the balance between fast and slow because it would affect your fluency if you speak very fast, because some words would not be clear to the examiner, and if you speak very slow, it's like you don't know what's the next word. That's why you slow down. So you have to be balanced.
Okay, I'll try to do that. Thank you for your comment.
Okay. All right, guys. So I'll see you, Mert and Umar, in the next session. Okay? Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Bye, Renjith, and bye, Sajjad.
Bye, Rita. Bye, Sajjad.
Bye. See you next time, okay?
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Okay. See you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. So now YouTube, let me... Okay. Invite. Let me invite. Okay. Mert and Umar. Mert and Umar. Mert and Umar, let me see. Okay. So YouTube, just hang in there. Let me just invite my two friends. Session expired. Logging out. Okay, come on. Oh, come on, please. Come on. No. Come on. Let's go. It's very slow. Okay. Mert. So let's do this. Now I sent those. Okay, here we go. I'm waiting, but nobody comes in yet. Okay. Come on, guys. Okay, guys. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Mert.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, Raman. Hello. Okay, are you guys ready? You can start now. Mert will be the examiner for Raman, and then Raman will be the examiner for Mert. That be okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
ma'am.
I'm ready.
Okie dokie.
Are you ready, Raman?
Yes.
Which part do you want?
Part 3 or part 1?
Okay. I'm continuing with part 3.
Okay.
Why do you think people like to travel to different places in their free time?
Why do people?
Why do you think people like to travel to different places in their free time?
According to my mind, people who admire traveling like to travel a lot in their leisure time because it reduces the stress level and it boosts their energy and it provides a lot of knowledge about different places and different cultures, different people, and a lot of knowledge. And there would be any historical places or any educational places.
Okay. Second question. How do you see tourism changing in your country in the future?
How?
How do you see tourism changing in your country in the future?
Well, future is unpredictable, but if we imagine that nowadays people have a lot of facilities and like transport facilities and social media, they can contact many people on social media and then they meet in their real life and they can travel to one and other places and people nowadays have different interests about different places and nowadays people also traveling to another countries and in the future it will be increase. Yes.
Okay. Third question. Why are historic buildings and monuments important to a city?
Important to?
A city.
To a city.
Important to
City.
For city.
For a
For city.
city or something.
For a city.
Yes. According to my school of thoughts, museums plays a vital role in city lives because by visiting to museums we can learn about our history by the pictures and books and charts. So in this manner we can come to know that about our brave people in our history and we can proud to our culture and our region.
Okay. I can ask one more question if you want. Is it better to keep old buildings or build new modern ones?
Sorry?
Is it better to keep old buildings or build new modern ones?
New?
Modern ones. Modern buildings.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Modern buildings or old buildings. So is it good
Which do you
to
prefer?
yeah? Is it
Is
better?
comparison between new buildings and old buildings?
Is it better to keep old buildings or modern ones?
Okay, well, it depends on the historical values. Um, we have a lot of historical places which have their own heritage and cultural values. So we should keep them, and we should save as a memory and as a proud moment. But there is also necessity to build new buildings and new tourist places.
Okay. 4 questions enough, or I can continue?
Yes.
Is it enough?
Yeah, okay, you can switch now, guys. Raman, you will be the examiner for Mert, and then I'll take care of
Okay.
Umar, maybe.
Okay. It's very difficult in part 3
Yes.
to explain our ideas. Your first question is, what is the influence of social media on friendships?
I think social media influence people to. I think social media influence people very well, because people are people not communicate. People don't communicate with their friends in the past easily. Now people can contact with their friends with social media easily.
Fair enough. Why do people lose contact with each other after graduation?
People have to go another ways. People have to go different. People have to go different school or places after the graduation. That's why people cut the contact to each others.
Fair enough. Do people in your country like to make new friends?
Please repeat the question.
Do people in your country like to make new friends?
Yes, yes, they like. In my country, people are lovely and close to each others, and we always keep in touch with my friends, and we like to having new friends in our life. Yes.
Do you think old friends are more important to the older generation or the young generation?
Can you repeat, please?
Do you think older friends are more important to the older generation or the young generation?
I think for young generations, relationships are more important than than old people. That relationship, those relationships are very strong. I think. Yeah, that's it.
Ma'am,
Yes? Okay.
End of your questions?
Are those
if you
all?
want.
You can give
Okay.
one more question for Mert, and then we'll go to Umar.
Okay, ma'am.
If you look,
How do grandparents take care of their children?
can we?
I think grandchildren, you mean.
How do
Grandparents take
grandchildren.
care of their grandchildren.
How do grandparents take care of their grandchildren?
Do you know grandparents, Mert? Do you understand
Yes,
the
I
word?
know, but I don't understand the question.
How do grandparents take care of their grandchildren? The children of their children.
Okay. The grandparents should be close with their grandchildren, and they should be in contact with their grandchildren all every week. I think this should be like that.
Okay, that's it?
Okay, that's it.
Okay, guys, you did well, both of you, Raman and Mert. Mert, I just want to mention that I'm really impressed with your motivation, because I know that you're still starting to practice your English, but
Yes.
you're very motivated. You don't feel like, oh no, I can't do this. And that's really nice. That's really nice. And I noticed too that reading, when you read your questions, when you are the examiner, you are really good. You're good in your reading. But when you speak, you kind of slow. But I understand, like I said, I know that you still start to practice your English. And
Yes.
I know you will go, you will go big with your practice. It will pay off, trust me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, just do
I
it.
have no practice than before. Before this lessons.
Yes, but you see, like, you come regularly, and that's really, it's nice because you value the time that's given to you, the opportunity. You value that, and you grab hold of that, and you want to be good, you want to improve. That's really good, and I know you will really improve.
Thank you, ma'am, for your feedback.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, let's go to Umar now, and I'll go back to you guys, Raman and Mert. I'll give you questions too. Okay, Umar. Hello, Umar. Unmute yourself, Umar. If you
Hello,
are.
ma'am. How are you?
I'm very good. I heard you, but you're on the screen, you are still muted. I don't know why. Unmute yourself. I'll give you questions now. Your part 1 question would be, or I'll give you maybe 5 part 1 questions, okay? Umar. Or 4, and then I'll give you another for another topic. Umar, are you okay? You're struggling with your sound. Okay.
I'm here, but unfortunately, I have a network problem, so I'm struggling. It's okay. I'll start your question.
You're audible now. Your sound is very clear right now. Okay.
It's a pleasure.
All right. So your questions, part 1 questions, 4 questions about dancing.
Oh my God.
Okay. I know you will be great with dancing. Okay. Do you enjoy dancing? Umar, I can't hear you. You may have tried to speak, but I can't hear you. Sorry.
Well, to be problem, yeah.
Okay. Your next question. Has anyone ever taught you to dance?
Well, of course, a lot of friends of mine in university talk about the dance, and they compel me to dance in front of all my family members and the parties as well. But I didn't dance very well, but they appreciate me on that.
Okay. Tell me about traditional dancing in your country.
Well, we have so many traditional dances in our country, and they are very famous according to their locality and area. One of the dance that we call it Atang in Pashto language, they form a circle, and the people dance in a circle, and they wave their hats, especially they have long hairs, and they also take some step forward and then backward. So this is very traditional dances, and it's famous all over the country.
Okay. Sounds good. Do you think that traditional dancing will be popular in the future?
Well, I don't think so. Then the dances will be more popular because day by day everyone is closing to each other, and the culture and the heritage of the people, they are mixing nowadays. And the second thing is the people will be more busy on other things rather than dancing. And we all know that traditional things are just to remain as a sample for our future generation, and they will be unaware of such things.
Okay. So now your last question for part 1. It's about entertainment. Do you prefer relaxing at home or going out in the evening?
Well, definitely I would like to go out with my friends during the evening time, and this is my best hobby. So I call to my friends and we go to especially to the top areas where we can enjoy the views of different areas. And especially the place from where I am is a hilly place, and we have a lot of meadows and waterfall, and we enjoy the fresh breathing also over there.
Okie dokie. Now, that's your last. So I'll go back to Raman, Mert, and then back to you, Umar. So I'll give you each I'll give you cue card questions, okay? And for Raman and Umar, I'll give you without giving you 1 minute preparation. So for Mert, I'll give him time to think for his answer, 1 minute. All right, so Raman. Okay, Raman, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me just, all right. I don't know what to, okay, here you go. Describe a movie actor from your country who is very popular. You should say who this actor or actress is, what kind of films or movies he acts in, what you know about this actor's life, and explain why this actor is popular. Your 2 minutes starts now. Go.
Ma'am, may I start?
Sure, start now. Your 2 minutes is ticking.
Well, there are many celebrities in my country, but which I know the most is Akshay Kumar, and mostly mostly his movies are related to action movies, and people like their style, and I because he is very famous because of his movies and another thing, he is very active and he also takes care of his physique, and he is very popular due to the charity work and his YouTube video interviews. In his interviews he says that physique is everything. We should take care of our physique. One thing he always says that he never miss the sunrise in the morning. No matter how late he is in sleeping at night, but he never misses the sunrise in the morning. That thing keeps him fit, and he always suggest people to do the same. And I know about his family because his wife is also a celebrity and his kids are also star kids, and the children also do the advertisement and child roles in movies, and
Okay,
that's why
time is
whole
up.
family is very pretty.
Okay, time is up, Raman. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
ma'am.
Wow, you could speak right away. That's good. Okay, now let's go to Mert. So you will have the same question, Mert.
Okay.
So
Uh,
I write them on the chat box so that you can see them.
should I prepare for 1 minute?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So it's there. What you know about his life. It can be, I just use his, but it can be an actress too, a woman, okay?
Okay.
So explain why this actor, I think Raman said that this actor was popular because of his charity work and also YouTube. Okay, popular. Okay, you have everything there. All right, so you need 1 minute or you can speak now? 1 minute preparation.
I can prepare.
Okay, so I give you 1 minute, all right? Okie dokie. I'll let you know when your time is up. Okay, YouTube. Yay, yay, yay. So after Umar, we'll wrap it up. And that's, we call it a day. Okay. Just want to say hi to my YouTube friends. Hello YouTube, thank you for watching and for the thumbs up. Yes. And now it's okay. Now you can speak, Mert. Start now.
Okay. In our country, we have a actor, very popular in the television, and his name is Tatlıtuğ, and he usually acting in the low series, and he's a hardworking and handsome actor. That's why people usually love his and he is good
job, and also he is a very handsome man. That's why people love her. Yeah, that's
You have to speak more. 30 seconds left. Maybe you can tell about
is
this.
it
Yeah,
short answer or
black hair, or he's tall, dark skin.
Hello?
You can. Oh, sorry. Mert, you still have like 30 minutes, 30 seconds left. You could also describe the physical features, like maybe he's got dark hair, or maybe he is tall,
okay.
and you know. Okay, but next time, all right?
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, but you
I
did
forgot
well. You did
Insta.
well with the you could speak for 1 minute and 30 seconds. That was good. All right, let's go to Umar. Umar, I won't give you 1 minute preparation. It's the same cue card. Describe an actor in your country who is very.
No, I'm going to start.
Yes.
I'm going to
Start
start
now.
and
Go.
would say something about the actor.
Okay,
So
go.
well, in my country, to be honest, there is no such popular actors, so that I can take interest in watch their movies. But mostly we have effects from the neighbor country, that is what we call India. There's a lot of actors there. There's a variety of actors. Also, my favorite actor is Shah Rukh Khan. He's a Bollywood actor, and he got a high fame in India. He is very famous because of his romance, and he do romance in all his, like 80% of the movies, and all the movies of him as very interesting, and they have a lesson for everybody, and they are like according to the different situation they're telling, and he's feeling about the real life, what is going on in this world. One of the movies which I watched more than 10 times is Devdas. It was like a romantic movie, and there he discusses something as a love affair with his life part, you know, and they're like the different things came in life and then destroy their life, and there's a separation. So it's a very romantic and very sad movie. And this person is very famous because once he was going to America, and in the airport the American people stopped, and he minded this, and then he make a film on this. My name is Han, and I'm not a terrorist. So that was a wonderful movie. Through his movie, he gave a message to the American people that you should not stop the people who have honor. You must do honor to the people who are coming to your country. And I know one thing about his personal life. He's a Muslim guy, and he married to a Hindu lady. And he's also like one daughter and 2 sons, and he is very caring father. And he like really go to anywhere.
Time is up.
I'm Spanish, I think.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So,
it was interesting.
yeah, I know. And you did well. But I noticed again you said pupil. Pupil. Did you
Yeah,
mean?
I'm trying on this, but when I pronounce this, suddenly it comes to my mind that I mispronounced it, but again. But I'm trying on this.
But have you heard? Did you listen to yourself when in the recording how you said it? Did you get?
I usually most of the time when the meeting finished over here, so when I have time during the night time, I go to the you share the link and watch my speaking, how I was in the speaking, so I remove my errors. And particularly I have noticed that people that should not be people, that should be people.
Pupil.
I'm not coming on track.
Well, yeah, you're getting there because, when we practice, when we want to improve, it doesn't happen overnight. It would take a little bit of time for some.
It takes time to get to the top.
Yeah, exactly. But there's only one way to do it. I mean, like, just be consistent, just don't stop trying.
Practice.
Yeah, practice. Don't stop trying because of that mistake. Okay, so I think, guys, that's all for now.
Ma'am, I have.
Yes, sure.
I have a question. Like, suppose in part 3 they ask a question from us. Like, it should be about, like, can be about different things like heritage or climate change. If we don't know about the question and we don't have a knowledge, then how we would respond to this?
Is this part Q card or part 3? Part 3, right? You said.
Part 3 and part 3 they should ask like a different question. And if we don't have knowledge about that question, like, so what you will do on that time?
Well, you can just say, let's say, for example, okay, I'll be asked about global leaders, and the question would say, why do world leaders often have meetings? Then I don't know about that. Then I would just say, oh, this is very tricky because I don't even know whether global leaders are having meetings or not, let alone knowing how often they do it. But if I have to say something, I will say that maybe they just want to show off their expensive suit, or they want to show their, like, parade their beautiful wives. I don't know. Or they just want to maybe have some dinner, or so, and then make it short.
It means we have to say something.
Yeah, just say something, just to show that you can speak English. You don't know how often. No, I don't know how often why they meet often. But maybe the reason is they just want to go out and have some kind of social life and meet. And they want to show off how many languages they can speak,
Yeah.
Because in the meetings, maybe one world leader would try to speak to a Russian leader and try to give a Russian greetings, and on the other one, he would say some kind of bonjour to a French leader, just to show off that he can speak different languages. So maybe that's the reason why they have these meetings. So I'll just say something like that because I don't know why.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but try to make it short so that you don't mess up. And try to say that I don't know much about it, but maybe the reason why is this and that.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
They are going there for different purpose, or could be that too.
Yeah. Because sometimes we go to meetings, that happens to us too, individually, right? We go to meetings that we want to show off something, maybe our suit, our new shirt, or maybe we just want to meet to see our crush, or
And some meeting, like, attendance is important, so some people go there for just attendance.
For attendance. So, yeah, there you go. Well, if you are asked about meetings, but what if it's something else? So you can just say, oh, maybe because this, and just make it like funny, sound funny, and yeah, that's all I can say about it, because I don't know.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, so guys, I'll see you tomorrow again, okay? So,
Okay, ma'am. See you.
okay,
Thank you.
bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, so it's time to say goodbye to YouTube too. Bye, YouTube. I'll post it like shortly. Bye.